Hey, cartoon lovers, welcome back to Secrets of Saturday Morning Cartoons. Today, we're diving into the groovy, ghost-chasing, snack-devouring world of Scooby-Doo. From its psychedelic 60s debut to modern-day reboots, this franchise has done it all. Mysteries, movies, memes, and even a little controversy. So grab a Scooby snack, hop in the mystery machine, and let's unmask the secrets behind Scooby-Doo. It all started in 1969, when Saturday mornings were prime real estate for cartoons. CBS needed a show that could appeal to kids without freaking out their parents, and Hanna-Barbera delivered. The result? Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Created by Joe Ruby and Ken Spears. But it wasn't an instant hit. The original concept was called Mysteries 5, a rock band solving supernatural crimes with their dog. Then it became Who's Scared? Scrapped for being too spooky. But then CBS executives Fred Silverman heard Frank Sinatra croon Dooby Dooby Doo and had an epiphany. Scooby-Doo was born. The gang, Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby, debuted on September 13th, 1969. The formula? A spooky setting, a weird monster, and a masked villain who always turned out to be a regular person. Now let's talk about the voices, the secret sauce that brought these characters to life. Scooby-Doo was voiced by Don Messick, who also gave life to Boo Boo Bear, Papa Smurf, and Astro from the Jetsons. Shaggy Rogers was voiced by Casey Kasem. That Casey Kasem from American Top 40 fame. Fred Jones has been voiced since day one by Frank Welker, who's amazingly still voicing him more than 50 years later. Now, Daphne Blake started out with
Indira Stefiana,
and I hope I said that name right, but was soon voiced by fan favorite Heather Norrie. Now, Velma Dinkley originally featured the voice of Nicole Jaffe. Today, the voices have evolved with Matthew Lillard playing Shaggy, Mindy Cohn and Kate Micucci both voicing Velma, and Frank Welker pulling double duty, now voicing both Fred and Scooby. And by the way, Frank Welker holds the record as Hollywood's most prolific voice actor. I talk about range. Now back then, Hanna-Barbera was famous for limited animation, fewer drawings, reused backgrounds, and repeated character motions. Cheap, sure. Brilliant? Absolutely. They kept costs low, but gave us clever writing, quirky characters, and unforgettable monster reveals. Bold colors, simple shapes, and funky 60s style. Even those classic walk cycles became iconic. Another unforgettable aspect? Those musical chase sequence. Starting with the second season, original pop songs by Danny Jansen and Austin Roberts added a unique flair. Remember Pretty Mary Sunlight? The catchy tune from the Wax Museum chase? Or 7 Days a Week? Perfectly paired with the caveman chaos in Scooby's Night with a Frozen Fright. And who could forget I Can Make You Happy, the anthem of the car chase in Mystery's Masked Mix-Up. These songs became a beloved hallmark of the series' charm. Scooby-Doo quickly became a sensation, inspiring a wave of imitators like Josie and the Pussycats, the Funky Phantom, and Speed Buggy. But Scooby always stayed one step ahead. Now, it's been rebooted, reimagined, and remixed throughout countless series, specials, and movies. Yet, the classic formula remains untouched. Spooky settings, goofy antics, and villain unmasking. And each generation gets its own Scooby-Doo to love. Now, Scooby-Doo isn't just a cartoon, it's a merchandising powerhouse. Toys, lunchboxes, board games, pajamas. You can even find Scooby-Doo themed mac and cheese. This franchise has made billions, making Scooby as recognizable as Mickey Mouse or Bugs Bunny. Now, from Lego sets and video games to amusement park rides, Scooby-Doo still sits proudly at the cool kids table. But Scooby-Doo hasn't been without controversy. The 2002 live-action movie initially featured edgy adult humor, including hints at a Velma-Daphne romance, quickly toned down to stay family-friendly. In 2022, Velma was officially confirmed as a lesbian in Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo, a move that sparked both celebration and debate, making an important step in representation for the franchise. In the late 70s, we got the Scooby-Doo show, keeping classic vibes alive. Now, in 1979, Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo introduced Scooby's feisty nephew, who polarized fans. A pup named Scooby-Doo in the late 80s offered a whimsical prequel. What's New Scooby-Doo updated the formula for the early 2000s, while Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated brought serialized storytelling with deeper character arcs. Be Cool Scooby-Doo brought self-aware humor, and Scooby-Doo and Guess Who revived the celebrity guest appearances. Scooby-Doo also had some legendary crossovers. Who could forget teaming up with Batman, blending mystery solving with superhero action? Or Johnny Bravo delivering comedic gold? Supernatural's meta-adventure in Scooby Natural was another standout, and even Steve Urkel joined the gang for nostalgic crossover. Now, these team-ups brought new audiences and kept Scooby fresh and fun. Scooby-Doo successfully jumped into live action as well. In the early 2000s, we got blockbuster adventures like Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, starring Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Later, TV movies like Scooby-Doo The Mystery Begins and Curse of the Lake Monster exploring the gang's origins. Daphne and Velma highlighted the dynamic duo, and a new Netflix series promises to deliver fresh narratives of the Mystery Inc. origins. Now, Scooby-Doo's cultural impact is undeniable. Its catchphrases are part of our everyday language. Parodied countless times, Scooby-Doo remains deeply embedded in pop culture, influencing generations of animation, storytelling, and merchandising. From its debut in 1969 to its ongoing popularity today, Scooby-Doo continues to charm fans of all ages with mystery, humor, and heart. Now, thanks for joining this nostalgic trip through Scooby-Doo history. And if you liked this episode, which I hope you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and do all those super duper things that help us bring you some more episodes. Good news, everybody. This episode is only part one of a two-part episode of Scooby-Doo. And pretty soon, sooner than you think, part two of Scooby-Doo. Let's call it Scooby-Doo Part 2. See you next time, cartoon lovers. Scooby-Doo has continually continually can you continue? Maybe will. Scooby-Doo has continually Scooby-Doo has always evolved. Please keep scrolling it, by the way.
I thought that was messing you up.
Scooby-Doo had... You're messing me up. And then I'm going to mess you up. And then I'm going to kill you.